Let's get right into it. Hello and welcome to my 75 Hard Video Journal, where I do hard things for 75 days, and then I get on camera and I talk about doing hard things for 75 days. What is going on, people? This video is for Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. Also, day 51. Yes, day 51 of my 75 Hard journey, and we're killing it. We're crushing it. Officially past the 2/3 mark, and we've got a good distance to go, but we're super excited for it. For this video, I want to talk about how the first 50 days have been for each task, right? So let's go over the tasks again. It's 5 major tasks, right? First one is to take a progress picture every single day. The second one is to follow a clean diet. Third one is to drink a gallon of water. Fourth one is to read 10 pages. And fifth one is to do two 45 minutes workouts daily. One has to be outside. So I'm going to go through each one, kind of talk about the challenges and how it's been. And you know what? Also, I'll give it a rank. I'll give it a rating. I'll give it a rating on how hard it is from 0 to 10, 10 being the hardest. So let's talk about it. First one, you know what? 10 being the hardest or 10 being the easiest? Yeah, let's go with 10 being the hardest. So the first task is the progress picture. So the progress picture for me has not been difficult at all. I usually take it in the morning, right after I wake up. Sometimes maybe out of the 50 days, 51 days now, maybe 2, 3, or 4 times I haven't taken it as soon as I woke up, and I took it a little bit later, but usually I take it early in the day. So it's just basically one of those things that I wake up, I get to my spot that I usually take my picture, I set the tripod up, and I just take that picture. So that has not been difficult at all, actually. It's been pretty simple. Even looking back, I'm able to see some of the differences and the new striations I have since the beginning. I'm definitely getting leaner, definitely getting more cut. I see my muscles are popping more, and it's been nice. It's been nice to see that progress, and I personally have not had issue with it. So out of 10, 0 being the easiest, 10 being the hardest, I would give the progress picture a 2. I'll give it a 2 out of 10. I'll give it a 2 out of 10. The only reason I would give it a 1 is because I have seen other people forget to take the progress picture, and I've almost been guilty of that. When I don't take in the morning, I do forget about it. If it wasn't for my chart on my whiteboard here, I might have forgotten to do it. So I'll give it a 2, and let's move forward. Let's go with the second one. The second one would be the 2 workouts, right? So 2 workouts, for each one has to be 45 minutes. One has to be outside. So those have been quite difficult. They've been difficult mostly because of the intensity and doing it every single day. So doing it every single day and doing it at high intensity, it takes a wear and tear, it takes a toll on your body. So that was something that I was dealing with, something that was difficult for me. Last week I took basically a rest week where I decreased the intensity of a lot of my workouts so I can recover, so I can go harder this week. And that has helped me a lot. So 2 workouts, normally how I split it up is that on days that I have my Muay Thai or my Jiu-Jitsu, I do that as my cardio, and then I add a weightlifting day, or maybe a different cardio, maybe like a walk or something. And then on days that I don't have my Muay Thai class, my Muay Thai or my Jiu-Jitsu, I use those as my indoor workouts. So on the days that I don't have that, my indoor workout is a gym workout. So I go to the gym and I just do my strength training. I have my strength training broken up into chest and arms, shoulders and back, and then legs. That's my splits. So basically, 3 times a week I go to the gym, The other days, I either go with Muay Thai, which is maybe 2 to 4 times a week. Then those other 2 days, I kind of just play around with it if I have those 2 days to play with. So usually, the outdoor is it depends on what I'm doing. So if I have the Muay Thai or something that's more cardio intensive, my outdoor workout, I go to the outdoor gym, and that's where I'll do my calisthenics workout. And if I'm doing like a gym workout inside, I'll do cardio outside, which is normally like a walk or a jog or a bike. And sometimes I switch it up, but that's usually how I kind of like to keep it structured. So the difficulties was that is fitting in the two workouts in. 45 minutes, it actually is a good time. Like it's not, doesn't feel too intrusive. So, and then you get do two of them, so you kind of fit them in as much. You kind of fit them in where you can. And so, honestly, it hasn't been way too difficult, but I do think that is one of the tougher parts of the challenge because just because of consistency. And as of late, I have been saving them for the afternoon, and it's been tougher because in the afternoon I dwindle on energy. I don't have as much energy to exert as I do in the beginning of the day. So I'm gonna go back to getting things done in the beginning, and we're gonna work on that. So out of 10, 0 being the easiest, 10 being the hardest, how hard has the two workouts a day been? One being outside, I would say a 7. I'll give it a solid 7. I definitely been can do harder things, but 7, I think that's a good amount, a number to give it. All right, next one. Let's look on this list over here. Following the diet. So, like I've said in some of my videos before, my diet has been the keto diet for this 75 challenge, and yeah, that's been tough. It's tougher when I go out. When I'm in the house and I'm cooking my own food, it's not as Tough. Keto is not the most. It's not the toughest because you can still eat meat, you can still eat broccoli and vegetables and whatnot, and that's basically what I eat. And then in the morning, you can still eat bacon and eggs and all that. I don't eat bacon much. I don't eat bacon at all actually, but I do eat eggs, so I am still able to do that. So it hasn't been too difficult. The hardest part is going out. Going out, I am somewhat restricted to what I can eat when I go out, and I don't realize that I'm not having the things that I'm used to having until I go out. So, for example, there's a really good diner that we used to go to, and they used to have a turkey, but they had a turkey burger and some fries that were amazing. Like those sweet potato fries were amazing, but I'm choosing not to eat the bun from the turkey burger and the fries. I can't do that at the moment. So I would have to get alternatives. And so more often when eating out, I would end up getting a salad or some kind of steak with vegetables or some kind of grilled chicken or salmon with vegetables. So it gets repetitive. It gets really repetitive because there's not much of variation that you can do while getting those meals. And also, when you go out, the salads are not always the best. They're not always the best when you go out the salads. I definitely think keto is more. I definitely think keto is easier to follow than other types of diets, like the plant-based diet, like whole food plant-based. That's really tough, but that has been difficult just because, especially now in the last week or so, especially when I was away at Lake George and eating out a lot, I'm starting to notice what I don't have. And I know in the last few videos I've been talking about sushi. The day after my 75 hard challenge is done, so I will be still having that. So the sushi is still on the brain. So I would definitely say that was harder than the workouts in my just in my experience. So out of 10, how hard is it? 0 being the easiest, 10 being the hardest. Keto diet, I would say 8. I'm giving it 8 for my 75 days. Next, our task is reading the 10 pages. Reading the 10 pages, I started reading Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Now I'm reading The Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy. And those are two really interesting books. So those 10 pages have not been hard at all. And I always read before. I just didn't read this consistently every single day. Even though in terms of pages read, been had I've had times that I've read way more pages, but this is just, I don't think I've ever gone 50. No, no, I don't think. I have never gone. I've never gone 51 straight days of reading and reading 10 pages. So you see that it just adds up. I finished Can't Hurt Me, and I didn't even realize that I was so far in and I have already finished it. And now I'm on the verge of finishing Psychology of Selling. I think I only have maybe about, it should be done by the end of maybe this week or early next week. So I'm running through these books, but only doing 10 pages a day. That's what gets you there. So out of 10, those 10 pages a day, I would say it would be a 4. I'll go 4. I'll go 4 just because for me, I highlight and try to really understand what I'm reading with my books, so it's not just boom, taking just speed read. So I really try to sit there and understand, and sometimes when I do it when I'm tired, like I did today, it is a little more difficult. So like right now it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I read my 10 pages right before I started filming this video, and I was a little sleepy. But I do keep myself up, and I try to make sure that I understand what's going on, and I highlight. So there's that. The last thing would be drinking that gallon of water. How hard has it been drinking a gallon of water? Like I said in most of my videos, I have this huge jug of, I don't even have it on me right now. I have a huge jug of water that I carry around with me almost everywhere. If you see me in person, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see me with that gallon of water. There's been a lot of times actually, especially in the last week, where I haven't finished it until at the end of the day. There's been times that I have to stay up later to sit there and finish my water. So I'm not going to say it's been super easy, because sometimes it's been difficult for me, mostly because of how I ration the water. So now what I try to do, which is what I was doing before in the beginning, but I stopped doing in the middle, is once I wake up, try to drink up as much as I can and early, so that 1, I can get better sleep, and 2, I finish it earlier so I don't have to worry about it. So out of 10, I would say that drinking that gallon of water every single day is about, I'll also give it a 4. I'll give it a 4 too. So you can kind of see from my ratings out of 10 is that the challenge itself hasn't been too difficult for me, especially if you go task by task. Now putting them all together out of 10, let's see how it's out of 10. Putting them all together, I'll probably give it a 6. A 6, but I would just say putting them all together, I'll probably give it a 6. Although it's not too difficult, you don't really need too much time to dedicate to it, and maybe about 3-4 hours, if that, to get all these done. And for me, since I have the extra added making these videos and filming these videos, there's also that. Filming the video has been one of the tougher parts too in this. I would definitely say it's tougher than a lot of these tasks. Maybe like I would say film the videos maybe like an 8, just because when I first started these, I was not comfortable in front of the camera. Now 51 videos in, I'm getting a lot more comfortable in front of the camera, but I do sit and think about what I'm going to talk about. So there are times where I'm just thinking, okay, well, I've already talked about this topic. Trying to come up with new topics to talk about and being of value. That's always been what I want to do with the videos, is be valuable and being of value and providing value to the viewers and my future self. So I think that's about it. I rated all the individual tasks. I rated it all together. And I'm going to be doing the same thing around day 75 too. So we're going to do it. With all that said, guys, I am done with this video. It's 2-something in the morning. I'm going to get some sleep. And then I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to do this all over again. And I'm going to see you guys in the video that I do tomorrow. With that said, with this video and today, done.